What's going on? It's Smoocheroo here for another banger. Coming out swinging with this one. We're going to really make you call your mom and tell you all about this video. It's going to get wild. It's going to get wacky. Let me tell you about one of my most embarrassing experiences to date. It happened literally days ago. I completely blasted my leg on a playground with my 3-year-old daughter. It was amazing. So let me paint the picture here. Let me create a scene for you. Let me just kind of give you a visual of what's going on. So at this playground, it's a wooden playground that's shaped kind of like a castle. And next to it, there's for some reason a red barn, which is pretty cool. But we were in the castle area, my 3-year-old daughter and I. And she's running around. She's having a good time. And I'm following her because she is significantly smarter than I am. And she will not get up into a type of obstacle that she's never transversed before without me there with her to help her out of a pickle on the way, which is great. I mean, honestly, that is a level of intellect that I don't know if you can be taught that or not. It is a good instinct to have. So I'm following her around on this playground. We go over a rickety bridge, and she slips and falls, and I help her back up, and then she doesn't want to cross that bridge. She wants me to pick her up. So I pick her up, we cross it. Then we get to the manslayer. Now this thing, when I was a little boy, this thing was easy, okay? Basically, off the side of the fucking playground, you've got this pole, and it goes from up here, and it goes down, and it goes down in front of you, and it goes all the way to the ground. It's out from the side of the playground. And we come over to it, and she wants to slide down it. And I'm a little... One, she wants to slide down it, but she wants me to do it first. And two, she's 3 years old, and I'm not convinced that her arm strength is good enough to slide her down the pole. So I decide I'm going to go down it first. Obviously, that's the obvious progression here. I hate to hit you with a plot twist, but that's what it is. Being the manly man I am, I grab on to this pole, and I very carefully try to pick up my feet. So I've got this pole, I've got my feet in the air. And I basically, like a pendulum, right? My feet are here. And I go stung right into the pole, slam my tibia into this pole. I don't think it's fractured. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Slammed my tibia into this pole. It was super painful. I slid the rest of the way down, and I stood there using the pole to help me just keep some weight off of the shin. 240 pounds of force just coming right down on this pole. It was wild, man. If that wasn't enough, I was there in front of all the other kids, man. All the other kids were laughing at me. They were pointing. They were spitting at me, throwing tomatoes and shit. It was a bad time. All the moms were snickering to each other. You know, my wife's face turns red. She's embarrassed about what she just witnessed. It was horrible. Horrible. Don't recommend it. 0 out of 10. Now, here's the thing. I still have to help my daughter slide down this pole. So I go, okay, Bear. And she jumps to the pole with me holding her and slides down. And I hold her the whole way down. She did a good job. Much better than I did. And she wants to go back up. And I'm having a hard time standing, and she wants to go back up the castle. So we do. We go all the way back up, and I'm limping all the way, and it's just a bad time. My right hip is already painful every day. So it's hard to know whenever one side's already painful and then the other side hurts. It's hard to know exactly what to do with yourself, but I think I managed pretty well. I think I did a good job. So we play at the park a little more. We get in the car, we go back home, and my shin just swells up, and it hurts. So, you know, I stay off it, elevate, ice, that whole measure. And then the next day, I get up, and it just hurts like a fucking bitch. I can't put any weight on it. It's horrible. And I'm thinking, well, shit, I didn't think I hit it hard enough to fracture. But maybe there's a hairline fracture. So I go to urgent care, okay? And then the doctor there is like, well, you know, it's probably not fractured. If something big and heavy hit you, I'd think, okay, maybe it's a fracture. But in this situation, it's probably not. Either way, it wouldn't matter because it's not going to change the plan of care. So Basically, long story short, we didn't do an x-ray, and I doubt it's fractured, honestly. But we didn't do an x-ray, and I spent $300 for somebody to tell me to keep it elevated and iced and to take ibuprofen. So I would say that's a win. Thought I'd tell you about some embarrassing adult playground antics. Thanks for coming in. Subscribe if you want some more stories, Go ahead and leave me a comment about your most embarrassing playground antics. That's about it. Later.